Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be working on my new find. This is a cherry 1988 Honda TRX125. It is just beautiful. I've got some brand new plastics on here. So aside from those gorgeous plastics, the previous owner said it has no spark and he couldn't get the thing running. So today we're going to see if we can diagnose this and get this guy firing and back on the road. So it looks like he had all the electronics out of this box, which is bad, but I'm not seeing anything chopped up or missing. We got the starter relay, fuse, make sure that's good. Yeah, nothing's been unplugged or cut or messed with. The CDI and coil are still up there. I guess one thing that could be concerning is this kill switch has seen better days, so I'm hoping maybe it is just the kill switch that's preventing this thing from firing. Maybe this is all corroded up or stuck or shorted together. I think to bypass that switch, I'm just going to come over here and hot wire the wire going to the CDI to make sure it's always on. Then we'll give her a pull or hit the electric starter, I guess, and see if it sparks. Okay, the first thing I think I'll do is I'll take, this should be our positive battery lead. There should be a negative somewhere. There it is. So we'll get this hooked to the positive terminal on the battery, get this one hooked to the negative terminal, then also ground it to the frame. We should be able to get this thing going. I guess while I'm out here, I can probably take the ohm meter. We'll use the Harbor Freight one for funsies. Is anybody else depressed that Harbor Freight doesn't sell these or give these away for free when you go there anymore? What a shame. Okay, let's just make sure we got continuity between the frame and the engine and the grounding cable and all that jazz. So, okay, that's good. Let's go to the engine, to the frame. That's good. Okay, so the engine's grounded. That cable's grounded. Frame's obviously grounded. Let's just scooch this battery in here a little bit. Okay, we'll put our negative over there, and then we'll take this guy. The little negative off. Went to the battery originally. We'll just pop this down in the frame. Make sure that's tight. Now, our positive side, yeah, should be able to just go positive to the positive terminal on the battery. And that should light this thing up. Okay, we're good. While we're back here, let's check to see if this fuse is actually okay or not. Looks good. Yep, got continuity across that, so the fuse is okay. Okay, so our grounds are good. That fuse is good. We should be able to turn this over and get spark now. Actually, I'm probably gonna need a starter button. Let me figure something out here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a starter button. This is gonna be great. Let's just pop this guy on the positive. Make sure I'm not going to short on the other side. Beauty. This might go sparky, but we should get this thing to turn over. All right, starter works. I think we go over to the other side, pull the spark plug out, and ground that to the engine itself, and we'll see if that thing wants to fire. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't totally trust these switches, but we'll put the key on. And the kill switch, this should be middle, right there. Should be hot. You know, I could check the wiring down here. I'll do that in a second if we don't get spark. The plug doesn't look too bad. Well, let's just throw this guy right about there. Let's just throw this guy right about... Perfect. Lovely. Okay, let's go hit the starter button. Now, I'm gonna get in here without frying everything and see both these all at one time. Okay. Oh, well, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have, whoa. Okay, so what I saw before I moved the camera, when I first started cranking on the starter, I saw one spark and one spark only. Let's see if that happens again. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this on camera because when I first hit the starter, I get one spark and then nothing as long as I crank. And as soon as I let off, I get one spark. Okay, that time I just had a spark when I just first hit the starter. Okay, right there I had one spark when I first hit the starter and one when I let off. I've never seen that before. Okay, now we're on the other side of the bike and I'm taking a look at the wiring harness where it comes off the chassis up into all the controls in the handlebar. The one I'm concerned with first off is this red wire. If the battery is hooked up, this red guy should be hot. So grab a test light here, we'll ground that to the frame. And the chassis harness side, this should light up for us. And it does. Okay, so we got power up here. You know, since those switches up top are really, really bad, we'll show you how to hot wire these things really quick in a hurry. Let's leave the red wire unplugged, and then we'll search for the solid black wire. Not the black with white stripe. We just take black wire, red wire, and we hook them together and we're hot wired. So I've got some wiring off of a Chinese pitbike wiring harness. I kind of made this little hot wire where I'll plug this on the black cable and we'll plug the other side of it into the red cable. And now we should be hot all the time. I guess the only thing I really need to do, if I do get this thing sparking, I'll have to get a kill switch hooked up. And to do that, we'll just pull this black wire with white stripe, and I'll just leave a piece of wire hanging out here that I can touch to ground, and that'll kill the CDI. So for now, let's not worry about stopping the engine. We just want to see if we're firing. Okay, so now that we have the handlebar controls bypassed, let's see if we have the same behavior. Yeah, that's weird. Just one spark when we turn it on, and one spark when we turn it off. Huh. We're gonna have to dig deeper here. Okay, I'm just gonna check the coils in the motor, the pulse generator and the magneto. So we're just gonna follow these two wires back. It's not the gray turquoise, that's the neutral and reverse light indicator. Let's just keep that unplugged just in case that would have a kill switch built into it. We'll just take that out of the loop. Okay, here is our pulse coil, our pulse generator. This blue wire coming out the engine. Should be able to ground or put the ohm meter on this, and I'll have to look up the specs to see what that's supposed to be. Let's just make sure we got some any kind of resistance to make sure that's not bad. Okay, so the pulse generator, looking on the specs on this guy, should be anywhere from 290 to 360 ohms. So let's put him there, him there. Let's kind of see if I do this with one hand. Hold it. 333, magic number. Okay, so the pulse generator seems like it's good. Let's check the stator. It's the red and black wire coming off the engine. Let's see what we got there. So we can hold this up here. If you can see that or not. 191. Well, that should be a-okay as well. What do you think's going on right now? CDI or the coil bad? You know, I got a plan. Okay, so now I'm stumped. I just had another coil sitting around that I knew was good, so I popped that on there and the same problem persisted. The last step here to check, I think, is the CDI. So I pulled that off, and unfortunately, I don't have any more of these 125M CDIs on me. Kind of a rare thing. But what I do have, I have got a wiring harness, stator, and a CDI off of a Chinese pitbike. One of those eBay kits that costs like about $15 for the whole works. So I got like my $8 CDI right here. So we're gonna make this work, adapt that to that, and put it on the bike and see if we can get spark. Yeah, it's kind of a trick. On all these AC powered CDIs, on all this Honda stuff, these guys actually work. Don't tell anybody. So let's just take this gorgeous wiring harness that I really care about, and let's get some free wire, and let's make us an adapter. I need to find some way to get this to plug into the Honda wiring harness without having to chop up the Honda stuff. I think I got a plan. I'm gonna use these little guys, chop off one of these legs, just like so. I should be able to pop these into the stock Honda harness one at a time and get this thing running. So let's make some wires. Perfect. All right, I think this should be a-okay. Just keep making more of these wires. I think this is a 5. Yeah, it's a 5-pin CDI. The one on the Honda is a 6-pin. And I think the only difference is there's the gray wire running into the Honda one. I think that gray wire might be a neutral safety cutoff. That's not on these guys. But since we're not moving yet, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep making the correct color for the correct port here, and we'll go plug it into the bike. Okay, there we go. I've got a Chinese pitbike CDI adapted for a Honda harness. We've got our black with white, that's our kill switch. Yellow, black, AC, ground. Black with red is the stator. Blue with white is a pulse coil. Should be able to go over to the Honda harness and plug these exact colors into the chassis harness, and we should have Sparky if the CDI was the issue. Okay, so I pulled the coil and the CDI connections off of the chassis harness over to this side, just so you can see this a little better. Move my little hot wire pigtail out of the way so that doesn't get confusing. Perfect. And don't use this hot wire trick to mess with your buddy and move his vintage Honda when he's not looking. That's naughty. So what do we got here? We got black with red, black with white. So Black with white, we'll plug into black with white. Black with red, plug into black red. All right, so that should be our stator. Kill switch over here. Green will go to green, ground. Gray is our neutral or reverse safety. We're not going to worry about that. Whoops. Did I just say plug green into green and I plug blue in? It's almost like I'm looking at the camera, not what I'm doing. This YouTube thing's hard. Okay, green into green. Gray we're not worrying about. Blue into blue. Okay, and last one should be black yellow. And that is all that one. Maybe, okay. There, we officially have a Chinese pitbike, our CDI on a Honda. Now, if you're gonna go on eBay and get one of these things, make sure you get the correct CDI for your application. This is an AC powered CDI, because on this bike, you need an AC CDI. Most of these older Honda stuff will all be the AC powered CDI. So just search the eBays for AC pitbike CDI. You should find this one. Now, let's hit the starter button over there and see if we got fire. Okay, let's make sure you can see the spark plug in the picture. I got the Chinese CDI hooked up here, just so you know I'm not fooling you. We'll just throw that right there. All right, walk around the bike and I'm gonna hit the starter button. I'm hoping this is it. If it's not the CDI, I really don't know what to do. Oh, look at that, we got spark. You know, I've never seen a Honda CDI go bad. Now, just for funsies, I'm gonna put the Honda one back on and make sure I don't have spark with the other one. Okay, back to the Honda. Oh, grounded. Oh, yep, let's hit the starter terminal. Go! That's hot. Spicy hot. Woo! Okay, don't touch the bare wire. Yeah, same problem. Sometimes no spark at all. Sometimes just one spark. Well, we found the problem. Kind of stinks, but at least I think I can get this running today. Well, interesting. I've never seen one of these CDIs go bad before. Anybody out there at home ever see this happen and see this type of behavior where I initially didn't think I had any spark at all, but then I kind of noticed I had just one little faint one immediately when I first hit the starter, and then nothing. Kind of weird. Okay, let's plug this stuff back together and we'll rig ourselves up a kill switch. We're gonna throw some gas at this guy. We're gonna get the sucker to fire. And black yellow to black yellow. Okay, let's test that pitbike CDI one more time just to make sure I'm not crazy. No, we got spark. I'll be darned. Well, now that we confirmed that the CDI was bad, and we confirmed that we got it to fire with the Chinese CDI, last thing I want to do, I want to make a kill switch. So we'll go over to here and unplug the black with white stripe wire. So we pretty much have the handlebar controls out of the mix. And I made this little guy to plug into the chassis harness side. Maybe if this will fit in there. Yeah, like that. So when it's running, I should be able to grab this and hopefully this time not grab the hot wire because that kind of hurt. And now let's be able to touch this to ground anywhere, and that should kill the CDI. Yeah, basically just by grounding out the black with the white stripe, that triggers the kill circuit on the CDI, and that should kill the engine. So let's get the spark plug back in. Pour some gas down this thing. Actually, I haven't even opened up the gas tank on this to see what kind of shape it is. And the bike itself isn't all that rusty, but who knows? I'm sure this tank probably sat forever without any gas in it. I'm sure the inside is going to look horrible. We'll find out soon enough. Carburetor actually looks to be in pretty decent shape. Okay, so let's get inside here and see what this guy looks like. That's just cute. Let's take a look inside here. Are you kidding me? This is brand new. Oh my. Okay, let's get this thing running. Starter switch. Choked? Yes, choke it. What do you think here? Our chances of this thing starting? No, 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 no. Kill it. Stop. Fire, fire. Whoops, it's on fire. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, no, 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 no. That sounded like, oh boy. Did that sound like a rod bearing or a crank problem? Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, things just got awfully solemn up in the garage. Oh boy. Let's throw a bunch of oil down this cylinder hole here and play make-believe that we don't think it's a lower end problem. And try this again, but I don't know. I might be going on the eBays and looking for a brand new crank and rod assembly. And if that's the case, you guys just earned yourself a bonus video of a complete teardown, splitting the crankcase and replacing a crank on a 125M three-wheeler or TRX125 Quad. Oh boy, let's try this again. I'm not... Okay. Oh, feeling good about ourselves. Feeling good about it. Come on, baby. Feeling very good about it. Choke off. Yeah, choke on.
What do you think? Kill switch, kill. Kill it. Ground, please, for the love of God, ground.
All right, so I got a joke for you.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock. Well, folks, I've got good news and bad news. Good news is we had a lot of fun today going through some troubleshooting on the electrical systems and troubleshooting a bad CDI on a 125M for you. And a lot of these procedures that I used, this should be the same on all the early CDI Honda stuff. So glad I could help there. And the bad news is everything is total. Let's see, what are the plans? What are the plans of the plans? I think I'm going to get online. Well, hey, one bright side, I got this nifty little CDI hot wire kill switch box I can take along whenever I buy some junk. I can plug this into anybody else's Honda and get it running if I want to see if those kind of problems exist before I buy it. But, you know, in the near future, I am going to pull that engine apart and see what's wrong with the bottom end. Probably get on eBay and see if I can find a good used crank rod assembly and tear the motor down, split the case, and record the whole step of the way and make a video for you all. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. Or should I just park the thing out, put it back on the face bags, and sell it? I want to get inside that engine. So yeah, if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe. And if you need any more Bigfoot Bikes and Brews content, possibly some more uplifting videos in this one, you can either click the video on the left or on the right, and I'll see you next time.